Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch think they're untouchable. They believe that being WWE's golden power couple protects them from the corporate machine that has destroyed every other wrestling relationship that dared to challenge the system. But what I'm about to reveal will prove that no one, not even the visionary and the man, is safe from WWE's manipulation tactics. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon built their empire on the broken careers of wrestlers who trusted them. John Cena and Nikki Bella's fairy tale romance became a marketing goldmine until WWE squeezed every dollar from their relationship and discarded them. And now Rollins and Lynch are walking down the exact same path, completely oblivious to the corporate trap that's been set for them. The wrestling world has never seen power couple manipulation like what's happening right now behind the scenes at WWE headquarters. While fans celebrate these relationships as genuine love stories, corporate executives are calculating exactly how much money they can extract from every kiss, every wedding announcement, every pregnancy reveal before these couples become expendable. Here's what WWE doesn't want you to know about their power couple strategy. Every single romantic storyline, every backstage relationship, every real-life couple that appears on television is being monitored, managed, and monetized by a team of corporate strategists whose only concern is maximizing profit from your emotional investment. Edge and Lita's relationship wasn't destroyed by Matt Hardy's jealousy, it was obliterated by WWE's decision to turn real-life heartbreak into a storyline that would generate television ratings and pay-per-view buys. The company took a legitimate personal crisis and transformed it into entertainment content, permanently damaging 3 careers in the process. But that was just the beginning of WWE's systematic exploitation of wrestler relationships. What they've done to couples since then makes the Matt Hardy Edge Lita triangle look like amateur hour manipulation. When Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella got married, WWE immediately began incorporating their relationship into storylines designed to make Bryan appear weak and emasculated. The Yes Movement hero who conquered Triple H's authority suddenly became a henpecked husband whose wife had to fight his battles. This wasn't accidental character development. It was calculated emasculation designed to diminish Bryan's main event credibility. The Miz and Maurice present themselves as the perfect Hollywood power couple, but backstage sources reveal that their entire on-screen dynamic is manufactured by WWE's creative team. Their reality show segments aren't spontaneous glimpses into their actual relationship. They're scripted content produced by the same writers who create fictional storylines for singles wrestlers. Roman Reigns has successfully kept his family life separate from WWE programming, and that's precisely why he remains the company's most protected performer. WWE's inability to exploit his personal relationships for storyline content means they have to focus on his actual wrestling ability and character development rather than cheap emotional manipulation tactics. CM Punk and AJ Lee's relationship was systematically undermined by WWE's creative decisions that positioned them as competitors rather than allies. When Lee held the Divas Championship, creative consistently booked scenarios where Punk's career failures reflected poorly on her accomplishments, subtly suggesting that their relationship was detrimental to both their careers. The most shocking revelation about WWE power couples is how the company uses their personal lives as leverage in contract negotiations. Wrestlers in relationships with other WWE performers face unique pressure because threatening to leave the company means potentially destroying their partner's career as well. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's relationship isn't the corporate love story that WWE promotes in their documentaries. It's a strategic business alliance that consolidated power within the McMahon family while eliminating potential rivals for control of the company's creative direction. Their marriage wasn't about love, it was about corporate succession planning. Every time you see Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch together on WWE programming, you're witnessing the latest iteration of the company's relationship exploitation strategy. Their genuine affection for each other is being packaged and sold as content designed to generate social media engagement and merchandise sales. WWE's treatment of wrestler relationships reveals the company's fundamental contempt for the personal lives of their performers. Marriage, pregnancy, and family commitments are viewed as business opportunities rather than life events deserving of respect and privacy. When Ronda Rousey joined WWE, creative immediately began incorporating her relationship with Travis Browne into storylines, despite the fact that her husband has no connection to professional wrestling. The company's inability to respect the boundaries between performers' professional and personal lives demonstrates their view of wrestlers as complete entertainment properties rather than human beings. The broken engagements, failed marriages, and destroyed relationships that litter WWE's history aren't the result of the demanding wrestling lifestyle, they're the inevitable consequence of a corporate culture that treats personal intimacy as marketing material. John Cena's relationship with Nikki Bella became a multi-year storyline that culminated in a WrestleMania proposal that generated millions of social media impressions and countless merchandise opportunities. But when their relationship ended, WWE immediately began distancing itself from the content they had spent years promoting, revealing that their investment was in the marketing value rather than the couple's actual happiness. The real scandal isn't what wrestlers do in their personal lives, it's how WWE systematically exploits their most intimate moments for corporate profit while offering no protection or support when those relationships inevitably suffer under the pressure of constant public scrutiny. Total Divas and Total Bellas weren't reality shows celebrating the lives of WWE's female performers, they were corporate surveillance programs designed to monitor and monetize every aspect of these women's personal relationships. The behind the scenes content that fans thought provided authentic access to wrestlers' lives was actually carefully produced material designed to generate additional revenue streams. WWE's power couple strategy extends beyond individual relationships to encompass entire family dynasties. The McMahon family's dominance over professional wrestling isn't the result of superior business acumen, it's the consequence of a systematic campaign to eliminate competing power structures within the wrestling industry. When wrestlers from different promotions get married, WWE uses those relationships as intelligence-gathering opportunities to monitor rival companies' business strategies and talent acquisition plans. Personal relationships become corporate espionage tools in the wrestling industry's ongoing territorial wars. The Monday Night Wars weren't just about television ratings and pay-per-view buys, they were about WWE and WCW using wrestler relationships as weapons against each other. Couples were forced to choose between their careers and their personal lives when their employers became business rivals. Scott Hall and Diamond Dallas Page's friendship was destroyed by WCW's decision to incorporate Hall's real-life substance abuse issues into storylines that portrayed Page as an enabler rather than a supportive friend. The company took a genuine crisis and transformed it into entertainment content that prolonged Hall's suffering for the sake of television ratings. WWE's current roster includes multiple couples whose relationships are being carefully monitored and managed by corporate executives looking for opportunities to create marketable content. These performers have no privacy, no personal boundaries, and no protection from the company's relentless pursuit of profit through emotional manipulation. The women's evolution that WWE celebrates as progressive change was actually designed to create more opportunities for relationship-based storylines. By elevating female performers to main event status, the company gained access to new emotional manipulation tactics based on romantic competition and personal betrayal. Charlotte Flair's multiple relationships with WWE performers haven't been coincidental personal choices, they've been strategic career decisions influenced by the company's tendency to reward wrestlers who provide compelling personal drama for storyline development. Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera's relationship exists completely outside WWE's corporate influence, which explains why Bliss has been able to maintain creative control over her character development and avoid the relationship-based storylines that have derailed other female performers' careers. The most devastating aspect of WWE's power couple manipulation is how it destroys wrestlers' ability to form genuine personal connections. When every relationship becomes potential storyline material, performers lose the capacity to separate their professional and personal identities. Corey Graves and Carmella's relationship developed entirely away from WWE's television programming, which has allowed both performers to maintain their individual character identities without being reduced to relationship-based storylines that diminish their individual accomplishments. WWE's systematic exploitation of wrestler relationships extends to their families, friends, and professional associates. No personal connection is considered off-limits when corporate executives identify opportunities to create marketable content from private relationships. The company's treatment of wrestler children reveals the depth of their exploitation strategy. Kids who appear on WWE programming aren't making cameo appearances, they're being incorporated into storylines designed to generate emotional responses from audiences who don't realize they're watching child exploitation disguised as family entertainment. Rey Mysterio's decision to keep his family largely separate from WWE programming protected his children from the corporate manipulation that has damaged other wrestling families, allowing them to develop their own relationships with the wrestling industry on their own terms. The Undertaker's retirement ceremony wasn't a celebration of his legendary career, it was WWE's final attempt to monetize his family relationships by incorporating his wife and children into a storyline designed to generate emotional responses and merchandise sales from his departure. Professional wrestling's treatment of romantic relationships reveals the industry's fundamental disregard for the humanity of its performers. Love, marriage, and family are viewed as content opportunities rather than personal experiences deserving of respect and protection. WWE's power couple strategy isn't about celebrating love or promoting positive relationships, it's about identifying and exploiting emotional vulnerabilities that can be transformed into profitable entertainment content. The real scandal in professional wrestling isn't what happens between consenting adults in their personal lives, it's how the wrestling industry systematically destroys the personal relationships of performers who dedicate their careers to entertaining audiences that remain largely unaware of the human cost of their entertainment. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch believe their relationship is different from the couples who came before them, but they're following the exact same pattern that has destroyed every other WWE power couple. Their genuine love for each other is being packaged, marketed, and monetized by a corporate system that views their personal happiness as secondary to profit generation. The wrestling industry's most shocking betrayal isn't any scripted storyline. It's the systematic destruction of real-life relationships for the sake of entertainment content that generates billions of dollars in revenue while leaving performers emotionally devastated and financially dependent on the companies that exploit their most intimate moments. Every wedding announcement, every pregnancy reveal, every relationship milestone that appears on WWE programming represents another victory for the corporate manipulation machine that treats human emotions as marketing material and personal relationships as content opportunities. The couples who survive WWE's relationship exploitation strategy are those who maintain strict boundaries between their personal lives and their professional obligations, refusing to allow the company to transform their love into entertainment content. But most wrestlers don't have that luxury, because WWE's contract terms and creative control policies make it nearly impossible to maintain privacy while building a successful wrestling career within their corporate system. The most devastating revelation about WWE's power couple strategy is that it's designed to fail. The company benefits more from the drama and content opportunities created by failed relationships than from the positive publicity generated by successful couples. This is why WWE's track record with power couples is filled with broken engagements, failed marriages, and destroyed families. The corporate system isn't designed to support healthy relationships, it's designed to extract maximum profit from the emotional wreckage of performers who trusted the company with their most intimate personal moments. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are walking into the same trap that destroyed Triple H in China, Edge and Lita, John Cena and Nikki Bella, and countless other couples who believed that their love could survive WWE's corporate manipulation machine. The wrestling industry's treatment of power couples represents the ultimate betrayal of performer trust, transforming the most sacred aspects of human experience into disposable entertainment content that generates temporary profit while causing permanent emotional damage to the real people whose lives are being exploited for audience amusement.